In 2025, something shocking happened to two American tool companies that started with the same promise, but ended up in very different places. One of them is Klein Tools, a brand that built its reputation on American-made pliers. The other is Channellock, a company that has been manufacturing pliers in the same Pennsylvania town since 1904. And what's happening right now should matter to every single person who buys professional hand tools. Let's start with what just happened. Sometime between 2023 and late 2024, Klein Tools quietly stopped making certain pliers in the United States. Products that were previously manufactured domestically and finished in Mexico started showing up at Lowe stores with a different origin. China, no big announcement, no press release, just a quiet switcheroo on the packaging. And if you're a Klein loyalist, that should sting, because the entire brand identity was built on being the American electrician's tool of choice. Union electricians who've relied on Klein linemen's pliers for decades found themselves questioning what American-made even means anymore. Now, here's where this gets really interesting. While Klein was shipping production overseas, a company about 300 miles west in Meadville, Pennsylvania, was doing the exact opposite. Channellock introduced over 80 new American-made products between 2023 and 2024. They expanded their catalog to more than 175 items, manufactured in the United States. They didn't just hold the line on domestic production. They pushed forward. While some professionals turned to German brands like Knipex during Klein's transition, Channellock proves American manufacturing remains competitive. To understand why Channellock's commitment matters, you have to understand the company's history. And it starts with a blacksmith and a wagon. In 1886, a man named George B. Dearmont began hand-forging farrier's tools in Evansburg, Pennsylvania. His business model was about as simple as it gets. He'd spend the entire winter forging tools. When spring came and the roads become passable, he'd load up his wagon and sell his tools from town to town. And when he ran out of inventory, he wouldn't ride the wagon home. He'd sell the wagon itself, then buy a train ticket back to Evansburg and start the whole cycle over again. By 1891, the operation had a proper name: Champion Tool Company. By 1904, they'd moved into a 12,000 square foot facility in Meadville, Pennsylvania, and they have never left that town. In 1911, George's two sons, Alman and J. Howard Dearmont, became partners. The company kept growing, moving to a larger 33,000 square foot facility in 1923 at the same Meadville location where they still operate today. But the real turning point came in 1933. That's when Chief Engineer Howard Manning developed something that would change the entire hand tool industry: the tongue and groove slip joint plier. Patent number 1,950,362, granted, March 6, 1934. It is easily one of the most important tool patents of the 20th century. Here's why it was so revolutionary. In conventional pliers, the pivot pin has to bear both tensile and shear loads. That limits how much force you can apply before the pin distorts or breaks. Manning's design transferred the shear load to a curved ridge and groove with a much larger radius, leaving only a modest tensile load on the pin. It was elegant engineering that solved a real problem, and it's the reason we have an entire category of pliers today that almost everyone just calls Channellocks, even when they're made by someone else. The tool was so successful that in 1963, the company changed its name from Champion Dearmont Tool Company to Channellock Inc., because that's what everybody was already calling them anyway. And those distinctive sky blue handles. They've been using that same trademarked shade of blue since 1956. They even received a trademark specifically for the color in 1989. Now, fast forward to today. Channel Operates out of 2 facilities totaling 260,000 square feet in Meadville. They employ over 350 full-time associates and remain one of the largest employers in Crawford County. They ship millions of tools each year to customers in over 45 countries. Every single one of their pliers is manufactured on American soil. Their most popular models, the 440 lineman's pliers, 420 slip joint pliers, and 369 IBEW edition pliers, all proudly carry the Made in USA stamp. And this is a family business in the truest sense. 5 generations of the DeArmond family have led this company. William S. DeArmond currently serves as CEO and chairman. His son John recently shifted to Executive Vice President of Manufacturing and Engineering. Ryan DeArmond serves as EVP of Sales and Marketing. Even Joni DeArmond was part of management for 22 years before recently retiring. Ryan DeArmond put it perfectly when he said, "Being part of Pennsylvania, that's one thing that we know is hard work, resilience, and doing things the right way versus the easy way. Now let us be honest. Channellock is not perfect on this front. Not everything they sell is made in America. Their screwdrivers and ratchet wrenches come from Canada, Taiwan, or China. But here is the critical distinction. Their core product, the thing they're known for, the thing that built the company, pliers, every single one, made in Meadville, Pennsylvania. That's the line they will not cross." Compare that to what's happening across the broader tool industry. Back in the mid-1990s, over 16% of American workers had manufacturing jobs. Today, it's closer to 8.5%. China's machine tool production hit around $29 billion in 2024, ranking first in the world. Their power tool exports alone exceeded $30 billion, reaching more than 100 countries. Casualties are everywhere. Craftsmen, once the gold standard of American hand tools, migrated virtually everything to China and Mexico. Stanley Black and Decker's own CEO admitted they bought a brand that had been, quote, left to devolve. They promised to bring manufacturing back with a 425,000 square foot facility in Fort Worth, Texas. 500 jobs. $90 million investment. Then in 2022, demand dropped. They planned to cut facilities by 30%, and the Fort Worth plant failed. They opened factories in Mexico instead. 9 years after promising American-made craftsman tools, the tool community is still asking, where are they? Klein's situation carries an extra layer of risk that craftsmen didn't face. The volatility that saw rates spike to 145% before negotiations makes those offshored pliers dramatically more expensive to bring into the country. Proposed tariffs on Southeast Asian alternatives aren't much better. Vietnam faces 46%, Thailand 36%, Cambodia 49%. The math that made offshoring attractive is changing fast. Meanwhile, Channellock has been investing in automation to stay competitive. Bill DeArmond has a great story about that. When they first introduced robots to the factory floor, he wasn't even allowed to call them robots. They were called pick-and-place units. The automation wasn't about replacing workers. It was about filling positions they couldn't fill fast enough, because, as the family openly acknowledges, fewer people want to do that kind of manual labor today. In 2025, Channellock expanded into the Vietnam market for sales, launched a new line of precision levels and layout tools, and even started making automotive accessories like headache racks and bike racks under the Channellock Auto brand. In 2026, they're celebrating their 140th anniversary. Same town, same family, same commitment. As Bill DeArmond himself says, to be able to say that our world-famous pliers are still made in Meadville is a source of pride to everyone at Channellock. Our company was founded in 1886 in Northwest Pennsylvania on the principle of making the highest quality tools, and nothing has changed. If you're a Klein customer, this isn't about hating on your brand. It's about holding companies accountable to the promises that earned your loyalty in the first place. Because there's a factory in Meadville, Pennsylvania, proving every single day that American-made hand tools aren't just possible. They're thriving. Support American manufacturing. Look for the Meadville, Pennsylvania stamp on your next pair of pliers.